What is going on, everyone? Happy Saturday to you all. Almost forgot to unmute my mic. I gotta actually make sure we're good there. All right. How are you guys doing this morning, man? How are we feeling? I told you guys last week I wanted to get going on a stream, and I had all these technical difficulties. Luckily, no issues today. As long as you guys can hear me, we're good. I'm gonna just verify we got a quick audio check. Little K, what's going on, man? Thank you for coming through the stream. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully we can run some 2K soon. Just gonna let a couple people filter in here, also say what's up to whoever wants to say hi, and wait for someone just to verify that the audio is good. I always get paranoid about that. Then I'm gonna give you guys the rundown on where we're sitting, how we're sitting with the sliders. I know everybody's wanting the update. That's still in work in progress. So can someone out there please just let me know my audio is good? I guess I can pull it up on my phone as well. And then we're going to dive into the update for you guys. Just make sure. Can someone out there please just... Audio is good. All right, cool. All right, so this is where we're sitting, y'all. We streamed on Wednesday. Audio is great. Thanks, Eric. Not a gamer, good to go. Thank you, guys. Both appreciate you. Trey, what's up, SGN? Audio is good. Thank you, man. Appreciate the feedback, y'all. So this is, I'm going to give you guys a quick update, then we're going to dive into playing the game. We streamed Wednesday, and I posted the beta sliders for my YouTube members to test and provide feedback. I haven't gotten any feedback. I mean, I know people are playing it, but I haven't really got any feedback saying, like, these are great, I like them, everything's good. I also haven't gotten feedback saying, oh, this is too easy, this is too hard. It's just been a lot of vague stuff. So, that being said, doing testing myself off stream, my guy Big Papa helping me out, kind of just building off of what was felt like the stream on Wednesday, that running was too easy for the user, and the CPU is really good at running the ball too, right? And it felt like it definitely needed to be toned down a little bit. And so working on some changes for that, and my guy Big Papa helps me test a lot, and we kind of came up with, you know, an auto sub change, and then he came up with an idea for physics-based tackling that I have not tested yet. He's tested, he said that it's been pretty solid, and so this is my first time checking out the physics-based tackle slider tweak that he tried, as well as a linebacker auto sub change, just to try to just tone in that running game a little bit. Otherwise, I'm very happy with how these are playing. So the Packers are up next on the schedule after our 30-9 beatdown at the hands of the Bills, which, you know, considering we're one of the, if not the worst rated teams in the game, bottom 3 for sure, and the Bills are one of the top rated teams in the game, top 3 for sure. Is it really that crazy? I mean, we went into half up 9-6, we didn't score again. But is it really that crazy? You know, I don't think it's that crazy. So let's go ahead, switch our scene over And let's dive into the game, man. Let's go ahead and play, see how this goes. I just want to verify. Audio, there we go. Don't want that audio in there. We're gonna go. The patch is making the game unplayable. You could. I know they addressed blocking. That was they couldn't. So that's the thing, Kevin. They couldn't fix the AI ball carrier logic. So instead, they just opened up the holes. But it impacts the user too. That's the unfortunate thing. But don't worry, Kevin. Got you. The thing is one of the things that I tried to tone down the running game, it toned it down like extreme. So there is ways to tone it down. Of course, it impacts the user and the CPU equally, so that neither team could run the ball. But, you know, we'll see how this goes. You still have a bug where at halftime, your sub linebacker and slot corner depth chart is empty. So I wonder who's playing those in those situations. Did they update the rosters yet? They've dropped weekly updates, Bethlehem, and then they did. Ooh, good run. They did address the traits, Bethlehem. Like, okay, they made it. I don't know what I was doing there, number 98. I don't know why I was shuffling my feet. It's kind of on me. So they fixed the issue where you couldn't like edge rushers didn't have the ability to have pass rush traits added to them, which was a huge deal. They fixed that. So now edge rushers, they fixed the nose tackle issue, Bethlehem. So now nose tackles aren't getting the huge unintended ratings boost in the depth chart. Now, did they go through and add traits to players that I feel like should have the traits, or even add more traits like they mentioned in their dev diary that more traits would come throughout the year? They have not added any traits. They didn't make note of it anyway. And it didn't sound like, I haven't gone through and looked, but from people in the Discord talking about it, it didn't look like they added traits to any player who didn't have it that should, like Amon-Ra St. Brown or Jahmyr Gibbs, like that they don't really have the traits that they should. Good D. Oh my God, he's just Josh Jacobs being Josh Jacobs, man. Just hard to go down. Hard to take down, I should say. We're at 3rd and 3. We got a man up here. Let's run a shell. Cover 2 shell. Oh my God, the notifications worked. That's good. Get him. Oh, he could have ran for it, but he threw it. Eric, I know you said almost feels like Robo Quarterback is back to just played a game and got absolutely picked apart with the sliders. Anthony Richardson went 27 of 28. Bro, did you do the profile delete? Quarterback accuracy is on 0, Eric. There's no way he should have went 27 of 28. None. And I want to clarify, you guys, like I know people do the profile delete, but I definitely have a feeling that some folks don't get the profile delete correct. So when you do the profile delete, if you do not get met with terms and conditions after doing it, it wasn't correct. Terrence, so I am testing, so there's no wear and tear in Madden yet. Oh, you're on the old sliders? Okay. Yeah, I got new ones coming, Eric. Don't worry, brother. Spoiler, we're on 0 quarterback accuracy. So to answer Terrence's question, I am working on, I have the precipitation sliders in Madden that I'm testing in college football. Haven't made a video updating it yet, either of them, right? Because I still need to test it. But I am sharing those. Now, wear and tear is not in Madden franchise yet. They did say they're aware of it. They're working on bringing it in and adding it. When they do, I will be posting in, oh, good run. Way to get sneaky through the hole. Is there audio you can't hear? I'm pretty sure there's audio, fam. Do you have me muted? Did the audio go out, y'all? Is there not audio anymore? That's like 2 people. Well, there's still audio. Pulled it up on my phone. That's like 2 people. Nope, we're good. All right, I was tripping. There's still audio. No, audio is good. All right. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to catch up on the comments. So to answer Terrence's question, I am testing the precipitation sliders in Madden, the same exact ones for Madden and college football. Wear and tear, when they add it to Madden, I will be testing the same ones from college football that I posted here as well. Bethlehem, do you have enough, also off topic, in college football, if you use classic passing, it will affect the CPU accuracy. The ratings seem to have more of an impact. You have enough of sample size testing to confirm that. I haven't tested on classic, Bethlehem. The reason I say it's an option is because it still uses ratings, whereas placement and accuracy does not. I am a revamped guy, so I did not test on classic. I did not test on placement. The only reason I say they're options is because they say that they still use the players' ratings. That's the only reason. Oh, good run defense. Sorry about that, guys. I appreciate that. I always want to make sure if I feel like if someone comes in here and says they can't hear, I want to make sure and verify that we're still good and you guys have a delay, right? So if I ask you guys a question, the standard delay is like 25 seconds. So I ask a question and then I have, I kind of realize, well, I'll get the answer faster just by testing it myself, just because. Good defense. Bethlehem, you've tested it. It's amazing. So the only thing I don't like about that is, like, I don't want to be on classic. However, I know there's the option to, when you're on offense, switch it to revamped. When you're on defense, switch it to classic, right? Oh, you're getting way more realistic completion percentage. I mean, the perks to that could be too is, with the lower quarterback accuracy for the CPU, it really impacts their ducks, right? They get a lot of ducks. So that would be a bonus, would be you don't have to go as low on that accuracy slider and not have to have all the ducks, but get more realistic completion percentages and stuff like that. But as a user, I like my ability to try to float balls or place balls with revamped. I don't want to lose that as a user. Patrick, would you say switching to Oh my God. Big run. Okay. Josh Jacobs. Okay. Jeez. Would you say switching it from sim to comp makes it harder or easier? I don't think it's about harder or easier. I think there's parts of it that do both, right? The main thing that I think is better with comp versus sim that just makes the experience better in general is you don't have the RNG. That randomness that is skewed very heavily to the CPU side to make all Madden feel all Madden-y. When you're on comp, it's more of a level playing field. So you still get the advanced CPU AI, right? They're playing smarter, things like that. But you're not getting the RNG dice rolls favoring the CPU 75% of the time. Now they're balanced. And for me, that was one reason I went comp. But the other reason I went comp was for pass rush. I was just seeing way too much stonewalling on all Madden sim, where your defensive line, they hit the offensive line, and I say stonewalling. It's like they hit a wall, and it's like they're pushing against a wall. They get no push. They don't move. They don't go anywhere. That's stonewalling, and it looks awful. There should be some sort of push. There should be some sort of collapsing in the pocket with a 4-man rush. Someone should be getting a push to start collapsing that pocket, and you just don't see a lot of it. And I don't like adjusting the pass sliders. I don't think that's the way to do it. On comp, there is still some stonewalling, but overall, it's much better. Just natural push. We gotta go man. We're down here in the red zone 6. We gotta go man. We gotta stay manned up. I feel like there's much more push. Jeez, they are running it down our throats, y'all. I'm gonna literally have to start blitzing to try to take away the run. Now the Panthers, I have one good defensive lineman, is Derek Brown. There we go. We blitzed on the run. We gotta stop. That's gonna open up their passing game. Kevin, where's the fatigue battery? Teach me, show me where I can find it, please. I haven't seen it, and so that's why I'd really like to, if you can tell me where it's at, I'd be very grateful. Fourth and goal, and they're going for it. I love that. We're gonna blitz. You have to hold down the right trigger and hold down the right bumper. So it's R1 and R2. That's interesting, and I want to look to see something here. They don't mention it anywhere in the controls. You'd think it'd be there pre-play. We're gonna try it though. So it only shows if they've hit once they're in the 80s fatigue. So here I'm doing R2. R1 shows nothing. Okay. But it's only once they're in 80s. So we're gonna... You have to hold down the right trigger. So is it L2 and R2? Like for me, I'm on PlayStation. So, Kevin, R2 and the right trigger, they're the same thing for me. So, this right here, this is R2. It's also the trigger. The top one is R1. So when you say R2 and right trigger, I'm confused because they're the same thing. This is the trigger. This is also R2. So you're telling me to R2 and the right trigger, not R1, but that's just literally just one button. So now I'm really confused. They manned up. Daniel, he's right. I just want to see it. I don't know how to activate it because he said not R1, right trigger and right bumper. So Daniel, can you explain to me what I hit? Because he says right R2 and the right stick down. Okay. So they brought back the fatigue. I'm curious. Now, for those of you who does the fatigue seem to be working? Part of the reason I felt like they got rid of it all those years ago was because it didn't work right. So I'm doing R stick down here. I'm not seeing anything. But I suppose it's because they're not below 80 fatigue. I mean, it's probably going to be harder to see because I'm on comp. But there is fatigue here, so just hold R2, down on the right stick. When you say right stick down, are you saying click in like R3 or just pull it down? It'll only show if they're 80 or lower. Gotcha. Well, they don't fatigue properly, period. In my opinion. That was kind of why they got rid of it. Interesting they brought it back. Made no mention of it. Do not have it in any of their controller. Oh, get him. No, Kevin, you're good, bro. You're good, man. This is one thing I want to... Shit. The lag in these menus, dude. For a game made in 2025. Unbelievable. Okay. This is one thing I do want to highlight here. So we're in double mug, but we only bring 4. This is one reason I like comp over sim. Now, to remember, you guys, I have on this line all these guys are below 70 except for Derek Brown. Or below an 80 overall, except for Derek Brown, if I remember correctly. But look at, we do get a pocket here, but look at the push. Look at this. So number 33 comes in, and look at him drive a double team back. He gets some push there. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Nah. Nah. That dude's out of here. Ain't no love. Nah, dude. That's messed up. Ain't no love for Glock is a piece of shit. You can step on out, dude. But look at the push. So you had the push on the left side there, just collapsing the pocket, right? And that's what's so important to me, is I don't want pressures to always be insta sheds. Jordan Love doesn't take off because any one of these guys beats his blocker and has a free run. He takes off because they collapse the pocket on him and we lose contain and he steps out. That is what I like about competitive. That happens more often on this mode with the blocking than it does on sim. Oh my. I just whiffed completely. I was not even thinking. Read option there. I keep on trying to see if I can see this meter. Bro, Josh Jacobs is like angry running every time he gets it. Alright. We really can't. Can't run a zone down here. Now here's one thing I do want to check because he's running like crazy. What kind of penalties were they? On default? They made no mention of penalties either. So it was default penalties on All Pro. You had 9 penalties. What kind of penalties were they? Ah, that's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of with the higher physics-based tackling. I just want to try it. I don't think that's going to be the option. Whoa, you got a face mask? Face mask got called? They haven't had a face mask in Madden in a couple years. No! I thought he was just gonna cut in. It's not just all, I haven't seen that one all year. It's not just this year, Kevin. That wasn't in Madden last year or the year before that. It's been years. Guys, I screwed up here. I thought he was just, I saw the play art. I thought he was hitting the top of his route and just cutting in. I didn't know he was going the out and then in. God dang it. I screwed that up. Yeah, you can see everyone's surprised about face mask. Good. Let's go. Yeah, I would like to see, like someone said, I would love to see a video of it. Not that I don't believe you, it's just more that I'm in, like, complete and utter amazement, because you'd think if they bring something back, like penalties, which we know have not been called at default, ever, at a realistic rate, like it says in the main menu, that they would be pretty emphatic about that. Like, hey, guess what? We tweaked penalties. They're actually going to get called now. Like, you'd think that EA would call that out. Nah, Daniel, because I start off every year on default All-Pro and Sim. And I started Madden 26 off on default All-Pro and on Sim. And the reason I jumped to All Madden was because I couldn't get the CPU run game going on All Pro at first. And then I was able to get the run game going a little bit, but then even still, the CPU offense just never felt like a threat. And last year, my slider set was on All Pro. It just for me, it just felt like if I truly ran shells and stunts on All Pro, the CPU was never going to be a threat. I felt like I had to handicap myself in order to make the CPU offense not be obviously they'd move the ball and they would score, right? But to truly do it enough to where I would lose the game, it just didn't feel like it was there. I was just bored playing the games. It's like CPU isn't doing anything that's surprising me. I was like, this is expected. This is, it's kind of just, That's really interesting, Daniel. Now, can I ask you, before the patch, you're playing on default All-Pro Sim style, were you getting penalties? Alright, we've gone to Chuba Hubbard a couple times here. I want to see if oh no, they put in somebody else. I'm clicking R3, I'm not seeing anything. Good defense. So Daniel, that's just crazy to me. How many games have you had penalties? Was it one game or multiple games? These are horrible play call suggestions. Basically, I want to know if it was a fluke or if it's been consistent. Oh, we should have this blocked up pretty well. Couldn't find anybody open in that mess, and their blitz got home. Shoot. So I don't think the physics, I'll tell you, I've been on physics 25, was trying 75, and I don't think that that's gonna be an option, because he is breaking every tackle. I wonder. I did change one other thing. I have not had it recommended on 4th and 3. I'd be pretty upset if it was. 4th and 1, they're gonna go for this, right? Quarterback sneak. Oh no, it's 3rd and 1 now. So know what you guys, you know what I did, you guys? So I put in the physics base at 75. And then I changed the precipitation broken tackle. Now there's no precipitation in this game. But like I messaged Big Papa and he was like, yeah, I have not seen any crazy broken tackles. In this game, there are crazy broken tackles from Josh Jacobs. And I'm wondering, they're not running a quarterback sneak right here. That's interesting. They go deep on 4th and inches. I'm wondering if increasing the precipitation broken tackles is what did it, because he wasn't seeing broken tackles again. He was playing against Breece Hall. You know, good running backs. Wasn't like he was playing against bums. And he was playing and wasn't having any of this. And now I'm having Josh Jacobs go crazy. And all I did was tweak the precipitation ones. Bro, Jordan Love is just stepping up in the pocket and throwing dots, man. And I'm all for it. I mean, I'm getting my ass kicked a little bit, but I'm also just testing a couple things too. Good run defense. Oh yeah, coaching suggestions are in a god-awful spot, man. I don't think they understand, or they don't have a good AI implemented. It's just really poor. I really want to blitz right here. But I know I need to not. We'll just do a little something like here. Look, dude, I love that right now. Coverage held up, and he's just navigating the pocket. So we get a little bit of push. We only bring 4. They have 5 guys, really 6 with Josh Jacobs, which I don't understand what Josh Jacobs is doing here. He just, I mean, that's a glitch. He just slides to the right and then takes off and runs. I don't know. That was weird. But the coverage is really good. And Jordan Love just kind of moves around the pocket. He steps up and gets hit as he throws. I'm cool with that. How are you assigning a custom playbook to the CPU, Kevin? We've never been able to assign custom playbooks to the CPU. Are you actually able to this year? The only playbooks we've ever been able to give the CPU have been, you know, the pre-built playbooks, right? We can give them any other pre-built playbook. But we've never been able to go in and give them a playbook that we created or downloaded. What a catch, Darnell Washington. So are you telling me now, at the controller select screen, I can head on over to the CPU? Well, how do you even head on to the CPU and give them a playbook? How are you able to give the CPU a custom playbook? I guess. All right, save the timeout. We got 3 timeouts left. I don't like this. That'll work out. Get the first. We'll call a timeout there. Yeah, you have to do that whole bullshit. Yeah, Kevin, nope. I'm not doing all that. And it causes a lot of issues too. I know people said that they can do that and then their game will freeze up or lag out or all that stuff. Nah, not doing all that. Not doing all that. We shouldn't have to either, Kevin. Nope, that's not the right throw. That was the right throw. Okay, 6'7", Darnell Washington. Let's go. I was like, oh man, that's not the right throw. But when you're 6'7", you get bailed out. The offline character creation doesn't do it because you take control over the other coach, but you're still limited to only assign them in their scheme a pre-built playbook. You have to you can only assign the other one at the controller select screen. 305, what's going on, man? 305 says, you know, the deeper you get into franchise or dynasty, penalties start to affect more. Interesting. Maybe progressive fatigue or something like that. 305, I'm doing okay, man. I'm still upset. I found on Operation Sports last night, a dude went on there and literally posted my full slider set. You know, acting like it was his. He said he watched all these other. He saw all these other slider creators. He traded with them all. He played with all of their sliders, and drew and learned from them to make a slider set, right? But he used my precipitation sliders exactly, my XP sliders exactly, my auto sub sliders exactly. Was using the 17 fatigue. didn't reference me anywhere, didn't give credit anywhere, was literally acting like it was his own. Pretty upset about it. I'm still mad about it. Oh, Kevin, they know how to do it. They can figure it out. They just don't want to spend the time to do it. Because again, if PC guys can do it, they can do it. But it's one of those, like, are they allowed to spend the time to do it, right? I don't know how long it takes the PC guys to do it, Daniel. But let's just say it takes them, 15 hours to do all the teams. That's 15 hours that the devs aren't working on a glitch or a bug or MUT stuff. We know it's not franchise stuff. We know that much is true. Freaking release a game talking about we brought over wear and tear, and then the game mode doesn't even have wear and tear in it. Get the hell out of here, man. Come on. Games... Come on. Wolf Knight, I need your famous CPU versus shoot. They're coming, bro, because I got my Madden League that's getting ready to start here. I gotta dial in the user versus CPU set first. And then I'll be working on that because I got to get that ready for the league. All right. Well, if we can go down and score right here, it's a game, man. Whether it's 3 or 6. I like how coming out of half, the play call suggestions to me are the exact same as my first possession of the game. Ooh, that's sarcasm, by the way. So far, I really like how this is playing, with the exception of the Josh Jacobs broken tackles. But I want to see if that calms down. Oh, no. Oh, okay. We'll take that. It has felt like it's calmed down a little bit. And I am curious if it was just a precipitation thing. All right. For a trap catch? What's that? I don't even know what a trap catch is. Or the terminology. I really just want to see the fatigue pop up. And it might not because I'm on comp. I mean, there is fatigue here, but it is dampened. I don't know why we couldn't get that throw there. You know, I was on 125 for threshold. And I didn't see a lot of unnecessary roughness on default 50. When we went to like 51, it would start to get called pretty... No... Tried to I don't even know who this is. Oladipo. I'm a Packers fan. I don't even know who that is. Tried to thread the needle. A trap catch. Okay, yeah. So he uses the turf for it. That's in Madden. They challenged. Was it they called it that, or was it just like the receiver caught it? God, he's 18 for 104. I do want to check. So the last time I looked, it's been a full quarter because there was 9 minutes left in the second quarter. So it's been a full quarter. I want to look. He had 6 broken tackles. I want to know if that is toned down. He's had 1. So let's just see how... So he had a ton to start off. And now he's had 1 in the last quarter. Yo, what's up, SJJ 2 times? What's going on, man? That's interesting, Daniel. Dude, you've had some really cool stuff happen to you that nobody else has seemed to have been lucky enough to have. Bro, I keep on trying to... I wish they'd give us more time pre-snap. I wish Madden would just be like... It's like the quarterback walks up there and snaps it instantly. So I have no time to do anything they don't give us any time. Madden's all about like, oh, we gotta get the games in as quick as possible. So CPU quarterback's gonna snap the ball immediately. You get no time up there to make any adjustments defensively. I can't even look to see if that fatigue thing's popping up because I look and they're snapping the ball midway through my look because they don't bring the play clock down. What's crazy is EA does this because either they don't have good quarterback logic or it's to try to get the games to be faster. But it's actually faster to have the play clock... There we go, get a sack. 4-man rush, we got a sack. It's actually faster to let the quarterback walk up there, make more adjustments, try to draw us off sides, because that runs the play clock. Look at this. 4-man rush. Got home. It was on play action, but... thank you, man. Appreciate that. No, I'm still upset about it. And the worst part about it is, the dude keeps acting like he didn't do anything wrong. That's not a broken tackle. That better not be a broken tackle. I need to look and see if they count that as a broken tackle. If they do, then that's BS. They did. Yeah, so that was when they had the weapons system, Kareem. And if you called the same play too many times, he would know your play. Yeah, EA used to do a fantastic job with that stuff. Oh my god, the blocking's unreal. On the outside there. EA used to do they totally ruined it to try to just, oh, we gotta get the quarterback snapping the ball immediately. I complain about it and bitch about it every year. To no avail. Quarterbacks, they should be doing what we do. We get to the line of and that's what I don't understand from EA, the logic. Oh, we gotta snap the ball to get the game going faster. But when we're users up there, we are scanning the field, we're making a line adjustment, we're IDing a mic, potentially a hot route, right? So if we can take all that time while the play clock's running, why wouldn't we want that on defense? Why wouldn't we want to see what they come out in? Maybe, change our stunt, change our shell, adjust our coverage. Why wouldn't we want to do that? It's a chess match on defense. Have the CPU do the same thing. Like, no one's gonna bitch about it. Yeah, Patrick, you're on old sliders, bro. You're on old sliders, man. Oh. All right, we got to get something here. Everything feels really good other than the stinking broken tackles for Josh Jacobs. I don't really hot route too much either. The only hot route that I'll do is like I'll send someone on a fly. That's about it. But I do ID the mic. I do adjust my line protection. And the thing is, they have them do it in college football. College football, the quarterbacks will do it. Oh, good play, Quay Walker. Dang it. Yeah, these are sliders I'm working on for post patch. Now, I had a slider set that I've been working on for the last 2 weeks. I actually had it ready to roll 2 weeks ago, and I knew that update was coming, so I was kind of sitting on it. And when they dropped the patch, I just built off of that. So there are some changes from that. But yeah, to answer your question, this is building off of that. But I posted what I'm on in the members community post on Wednesday. See, and Patrick, I feel different about that. I have tried All Pro at the start of the year, and I wasn't feeling it. And I even went back to try it again later on, like a month after release. Not a month after from the 7th, yeah, a month after early access, like the beginning of this month. Went back and tried it again. And the CPU, for the first time I've ever felt like this, felt dull on All Pro. It felt like they were predictable in what they were doing. It felt like they were predictable in where they were going to throw the ball. It felt like they just didn't, you kind of knew what they were going to come out and do on down and distances. Like for example, earlier in this game, they had a 4th and inches and they threw it deep. I was not expecting that. 4th and inches, I was just thinking quarterback sneak, or obviously hand it off. Definitely wasn't thinking they're going to come out 4th and inches in the shotgun and go deep. And I was not ready for that. And they converted on it. Good pass defense. Man. I've tried All Pro, man. I've tried. Now the thing is, on All Pro, I would move back to Sim style. But Patrick, my sliders are literally it's all Madden, basically default. The only change is ball security and quarterback accuracy. So are you saying all Madden default feels neutered? I guess that doesn't make sense, but Oh, finally had a shot there. Couldn't get it. Man, they are ready for this. I'm gonna pitch it the other way. Go Rico. I'll take the 6. Brandon, you're on the old slider set, fam. You're not gonna get a legal block in the back on the new stuff. Alright, I don't know why, dude. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say, dude. It's default. I mean, so you're essentially saying that, and you've seen the quarterback go deep here. You've seen Jordan Love go deep. You've seen him throw on the run, right? So, I mean, at least you're admitting then that penalties and auto subs impact the gameplay. But nothing penalty wise should impact that. Auto subs definitely should. I don't know. Yeah, that's but I'm surprised you're even getting that on comp though, Brandon. Surprised you're getting called. I don't know. I mean, it's auto subs and penalties, Patrick. So I don't know why that would neuter the offense. But I mean, hey man, if you enjoy all Madden or all Pro 100% default, more power to you, man. I try to keep it as default as possible, right? So you look at my sliders, and they are technically, by, you know, gameplay slider adjustments, majority default. It's ball security, pass accuracy. Penalties, auto subs are the two others. Obviously, we change the speed threshold, but I mean, I stray very I don't stray very far, you know. Brandon, I haven't been on that slider set in like 2+ weeks. So I can't tell you, man. I have no idea. I've been on something new for a while. Was just waiting for this patch to come out to tweak it for the patch. And then release it. Ooh. Yeah, a legal block in the back is definitely different on this new one, Brandon. Ah, good D. Good D. Alright, we're gonna run the ball again, though. Yeah, I had the slider set really ready to go 2 weeks ago, and then it was like 10 days. I knew that they were gonna, you know, come out with one, and it was 10 days later. You know what I mean? And changes have needed to be made, so not a lot, but enough that I was like, I don't want to release a video, then have to release another one. Oh, we're going for this. Shoot. Thought I could bounce it to the outside. I still have yet to see anybody show fatigue. I don't know, I feel like maybe I was being trolled. Please hang on to that. Wow. Alright, kept the drive alive, y'all. What do we want to... Let's go play action here. Let's go play action. I was worried I crossed the line of scrimmage there. We're gonna go hurry up and just try to get a little run here. I think we're in a good set to catch them. Nope, we got the first. We got the first. Alrighty. Yo, David, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through. No! Oh my god. I was trying to thread the needle, man. I was like, I got that arm strength from Joe Milton, right? And it's one of those things where I have a little confidence, like I can thread the needle. He's got 99 arm strength. And I try to fit it in windows that maybe I shouldn't. .65 wide receiver. Tried to put it up. Couldn't get it. Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. 82% for Booty. Alright, he wasn't lying. I was not being trolled. McMillan's down to 50. Okay, this is proof. I'm going to screenshot this. This is default fatigue, 50 fatigue on comp. There is fatigue. Boom. .50 fatigue, and our wide receivers out there with 50. And we're going to need a field goal either way. We might as well take it, right? McMillan's out there with 50 on his fatigue bar. With default fatigue on comp. So that narrative can get shut down just a little bit. There's no fatigue on comp. Really? Alright, I'm glad I spent so much time trying to see that pop up, especially on defense, that it definitely caused me to give up some plays. Alright, that was filthy, man. I don't understand how the CPU isn't alive on my slider set. Like, what? What? Good pocket. The CPU isn't alive. Moving around in the pocket. Navigates to the left. Nowhere to go with this football. And then dumps it off to Josh. I don't know, man. Jordan Love has done that like 5 times this game. He has had great pocket movement. 3rd and 1. We got a blitz here. Free fire. Let's go. And we're gonna show the blitz too. I wasn't even thinking the freaking quarterback sneak right there. Dang it. Oh, how do you get so wide open on a cover 2? That's why. Ran 4 verts. Runs 4 verts on a cover. When I call cover 2, he runs 4 verts. Cool. Oh my. I got absolutely fooled. I got absolutely fooled. Quarterback doesn't go deep on my sliders though, right? I don't know. I guess I'm seeing things differently when I play. We're doing a safety blitz. Yeah, he walked in. Guys, I really like how this is playing though, other than the broken tackles, which it's either the physics slider, some nasty hat here, or it's because I did that precipitation slider, which would make no sense to me that the precipitation slider would have an impact when there's no precipitation, but it's EA. I wouldn't put it past them to have the precipitation sliders actually be impactful when there's no precipitation, because they didn't test it, because it's franchise mode and they don't care. Wouldn't put it past them. I'm feeling very confident in it, other than the broken tackles. That's just the one thing. It's too many broken tackles. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Bethlehem, but it still just bugs me, you know? The interesting part is we don't have a lot of broken tackles. That's what's interesting. And is maybe it is just a Josh Jacobs things, because we have one broken tackle. We're not, I mean, Chuba Hubbard isn't really that guy, but we have one. Dowdle has none, and Josh Jacobs has 8. He had 6 basically in the first quarter, and he's had 2 since then. So maybe it's a Josh Jacobs thing, because if it was a change to the physics slider, or if it was because of the precipitation broken tackles, we should have more than one broken tackle. We've ran it 20 times. So I'm really thinking, and they've ran it 22 times, by the way. I think that's absolutely awesome. So the more that I think about it, I'm thinking it's maybe a Josh Jacobs thing. Like, a dude's a beast. Even though there's no abilities, because it should be we should be getting broken tackles too if it was universal. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Swamp Man, they will be released on my YouTube channel when they are finalized. I'm still testing. Get Chuba Hubbard, get that block, man. Where you looking, dude? Once they're finalized, Swamp Man, I post them on my YouTube channel, so make sure you have your notifications on. That's where you'll get them. I'm hopefully gonna have them soon. I mean, I was honestly looking, hopefully I was going to get more feedback from the members testing them, but I haven't really got a lot. Not enough to definitively say, oh, we're good to go, or no, we need more changes. The main thing I was aware of was the run game. Got a step. Oh, Evan Williams, what a play. Yo, I'm not even mad at this. This is great defense. Madden does do a lot of things right. If they could just focus not have to focus on online and MUT, I think we'd be in such a good spot. We have a step. Not a lot, but look at this, man. He sees the wide receiver. He's looking at the wide receiver. Then he looks up. They both look up. They track the ball. As it comes down, I mean, I dropped a dime in there for Boutte, by the way. Dropped a dime. But Evan Williams in picture perfect coverage gets a hand in and swats it away. That's absolutely beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Let's get out of this game real quick. We don't need to play another 2.5 minutes of this. Let's go in. I don't want to make any changes. We're going to go to the next game on the schedule and see if the broken tackles are still consistent. Maybe it was just one of those fluke things. Because again, he had 2 broken tackles pretty much the final 3 quarters. He had 6 in the first quarter. Brendan, yeah, there's injuries. Yes, there is. On Wednesday's stream, I had a guy get injured, broken ribs, out 4 to 6 weeks. Here, let's get out of here. I'll show you. It happened on stream. There was an injury that happened this game too. Where's injuries at? Nick Scorton got hurt last game on stream, broken ribs. All right, who's our next matchup? The Saints and Alvin Kamara. That's a good one. Or do you guys want to see Bijan and the Falcons? I don't know if I'll play the full game. Maybe I will. We'll see. But I don't want to make any changes because I really want to see, given that we weren't getting the broken tackles, given that he only had 2 the final 3 quarters, was just one of those weird things. So we got Kamara, we got Bijan, or we got McCaffrey. Which one do you guys want to see? It's okay, Brandon. I appreciate you coming through, man, when you do. I haven't streamed a lot, and I understand everyone's got lives, you know what I mean? And it's tough, you know? Like, I get it, man. I appreciate you coming through today. Robinson's going to be more like Jacobs. Yeah, whatever you guys want to see, we will do it. Again, this is not my real franchise, so I don't mind singing games. I don't mind jumping ahead to matchups. You guys want to see a particular running back? Okay, we got Kamara, Bijan, and McCaffrey are the options. Kind of let you guys comment. Do the Saints? Big Papa says Saints. I have superstar ability shut off. Yo, what's up, Powers? Welcome to the stream, fam. Appreciate you coming through. Alright, so we only had one person really say who they wanted to see. So we'll just get the game going and we'll rock we will rock the Saints. And we are going to put on, the Saints got some a new helmet. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Saints definitely got some cool alternate jerseys this year. We're gonna rock blues. I want the blue. I want the blue there. Do I want... No, where are the gray pants at that I just was at? Not those. I don't want blue on blue. I don't want blue on black. I don't want blue on white. There we go, blue. Here we go. Now, do I want... Ah, it doesn't look good. Current helmet it is. Boom. Let's go. We are going to switch up the music. Changing the vibes. Can't blitz more than 5 times? I don't think, I mean, you're welcome to do that, bro, but that's like a crazy handicap because teams do blitz more than 5 times, right? I mean, you got teams that blitz like in the 30% range, right? So if they have, let's just think about this. If they call 60 plays on defense, 30% exactly would be 18 times. Some teams blitz more than that, right? But I think you know, blitzing around 20 times a game is very fair and realistic with 5 players on one play. Okay. That's still such a handicap, though. I mean, are you feeling like when you bring 6 players, like it's overpowered? So here we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 6 players right here. I'm gonna do it. 3rd and 14. I mean, he's got time to. There we go. We brought 6, and he just beat me across the middle. Luckily, it was for 12 yards, and they needed 14. So I think it's more about, I mean, obviously you're welcome to do that for sure. I personally won't because I have a tough time stopping the CPU anyway. For me, it's more about the amount of blitzes, right? I would say cap yourself off on around 30 to 34%, 35% a game, which is basically 20 blitzes a game. Now, that's going to also depend on how many plays is the CPU actually running, because if they don't run 60 plays, then that number is going to get, adjusted a little bit. But I don't think blitzing on first down, unless it's like in a goal-to-go scenario, is an idea. I don't think you should blitz on first down. That's normally it's normally considered a rundown. So if you blitz on a rundown, obviously the CPU is probably not going to run the ball very well. And I think it's hilarious when people will blitz on first down for the CPU when they're in a rundown, or blitz anytime there's a rundown, and then say CPU can't run the ball. Well, yeah, you're literally taking it away. Ryan, no idea, bro. I have a beta set out for members, but 2K drops updates, the little, not the actual patch, but the little main menu updates all the time that tweaks things. It makes it really hard. I'm also kind of waiting for Celtic and those guys to finish up the roster. I mean, I can build the sliders with what I have because they're building their roster from the base that I sent them. So only thing that's really going to change is some tendencies and stuff, so I can still build it. Madden and college football is a priority right now. The NBA season hasn't even started. We're a month away from the NBA season starting. So 2K is just not the priority for me right now because everyone's going to restart. Their rosters are going to change from the preseason, things like that. Everyone's going to restart anyway, especially when they drop that official roster update for the start of the season. So for me, it doesn't make sense to worry about having a slider set out until closer to the start. But I do have a beta slider set out there with a roster. Oh, good move, Rico Dowdle. For people to test and provide feedback for 26. So there is stuff out there for people to test and provide feedback. It's in members. It's a member thing because I, just gathering feedback. I will be working on it again, but I had to get the CPU slide or the user versus CPU sliders updated for college football. Then I'm doing it for Madden. Then I got to do CPU for both. Once we're there, then I'll be on 2K. Now the good news is the CPU versus CPU sliders for this game and college football shouldn't take too long. Man, we're running the ball pretty well right now. I have no idea what that corner is going to do. Oh, he ran up. All right. So one thing I don't like about that camera angle is you just can't see what they do to know if you should fling it out there or not. We'll just take the underneath. Get us a nice 3rd and 5. Let's go slot stick here. We got a slant. Kind of in the middle of the field. We got a Washington sitting down. Could maybe scramble and roll out too, depending on what's. What a dot! Let's go, Joe Milton, man. He's on fire to start the game. It's on fire to start the game, man. That was a thread the needle. Absolute dot. I really like the Panthers uniform combinations, right? You got the white, you got the blue, you got the black, and the way you can, and you got the alternate helmet, and the way you can just kind of make some combinations, I really like them. I normally on away games, I like to just go clean all whites like I have the Saints, but I actually like how the Panthers look, not only with the gray jerseys with the white jerseys, or the gray pants with the white jerseys, but the blue bottoms look good with the white tops too. Yo, Ryan, welcome to SGN Nation, man. Thank you so much, bro. By the way, for someone asking earlier, injuries, I was Brandon. Brandon, here we go. Injury right here. Ryan, so what you're gonna do, man, now that you're a member, is if you go to my community tab on the channel, you'll see there's some members posts, and I believe it was last weekend that I posted the information for how to get the sliders, and then how to get the roster for you to go and make a MyNBA test file, right? Use the custom roster, import the sliders. I don't have anything else for MyNBA, like the trade sliders, contract sliders, nothing like that. I don't have anything else yet. So you're just going to focus on just the gameplay. And I'm just trying to gather feedback from people. Like, that's what this is I got that out there. It's a strong base with a roster. I just need feedback. Like, hey, this is where there's an issue. This is where there's not an issue, or whatever, right? And there will definitely need things that need to be adjusted for sure. But, yeah. Powers, I live in North Dakota, man. It's where I'm from, so I'm a Bison guy, North Dakota State Bison, so that's kind of where my allegiance lies. As far as FBS goes, I don't have a favorite a favorite team there. I will say, I mean, I'll say I don't watch them. Like, I don't go out of my way to say, oh, I want to watch them and stuff like that. But when I lived in Colorado for the decade that I lived there, you know, it was really, you know, Boise State was carried a lot. And when they beat OU in the Fiesta Bowl and stuff, it was really hard not to just kind of like Boise State a little bit. You know, you got the blue field, you know, cool uniforms, things like that. So I do like Boise State. I'm not a fan by any means. Do you know how many games I watched them last year? Like, literally half. Like, it was in the playoffs, and they got destroyed. There's a penalty. Everything else I saw was just highlights, because I'm not truly like a fan. I just like them. But I am a fan of North Dakota State. Have the Saints even ran the ball yet with Kamara? Oh my, what a catch. What a snag from the rookie. That was filthy. Oh, we gotta move someone over there. Okay, they're in man. Means someone's going to be matched up with the running back. Oh! Navigated that pretty well. I didn't, Big Papa. I did not. I did not. And let's see here. I mean, they do look really poor, the Saints. He's passed it twice. Have they ran it? And they've had, like, no plays. So he ran it once on a scramble. They ran it once with Kamara for -1. And then he's 2 for 2, and he's taken 2 sacks. So they've gone 3 and out twice. That's their 6 plays. I didn't back out, and I probably should have. It's a good call. Because we're getting some contested catches that we weren't last game or ever, and probably shouldn't have. We'll see if they run the ball a little bit here. Again, yeah, I actually spaced that out, Big Papa. I completely forgot about my own back out after every... I was more like looking to see who people want to see me play against. And then when nobody's really saying, I was like, all right, let's just get the game going. And I didn't even think about it. I'm going to give them one more possession if they do not run the ball in this possession, or even try to. If it's just all pass, 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 we're going to back out. Well, that's a good start. That's a good start. And they're coming out here in another two wide receiver set, so maybe they're going to get back into what they should be doing. Yeah, he's only 2 for 2 so far with 2 sacks, so we'll see. I'll definitely monitor it for sure. I mostly want him to run the ball so I can see. I'm in a 4-3. God dang it. And they're in a 3 receiver set. Not good. They're running it. That's ugly. Now, if I was in a nickel defense, that probably wouldn't have been so... But that's where you'd like to see the CPU have AI, right? If the CPU comes out in a run play, and I'm in a 4-3 and they're in a 3 receiver set, the CPU AI should have enough smarts to audible to a pass play. You have a wide receiver versus a linebacker. And instead, they just ran the ball straight into my 4-3 front. Did not take advantage of a linebacker versus a wide receiver. That's really frustrating. Contested catches is another tell. Yeah, I'll monitor it for sure. That's my mistake. I forgot to back out. I know I need to do it every single time, and I literally forgot. I don't know if that'll impact the broken tackles though. But they're not really. I mean, they ran it twice there. One was a really good run. One was a not good run. I've only ran it 3 times total. And we're running the ball pretty well. We're at 6 yards a carry. And yeah, that could be it. We're going to just spam a couple things and see. Yeah, that's probably why we're running the ball, just doing whatever we want to. Their front isn't bad, man. What was that? Did you guys see that? What was there's pass interference there, but what was that button? I'm pausing. I'm gonna watch it on. I'm watching it back. What was that button? Glitched out or something. That was weird, man. That was weird. I have nowhere to go with this. I should have just thrown it away. I was in the pocket, though. Let's see what we got here. Okay, good defense. Jeez. Nobody wants to go block that dude, apparently. See if they run the ball here. And they do. Good. Good, good, good. Run it again. Okay. Just jukes my guy out of his shoes. Okay. Two play 88 yards. Just had an 83-yard catch and run because my safety defender got juked out of his shoes in the open field. I want to throw up some contested catches to see, you know, like you said, Big Papa, I did catch one or two. There's a pass breakup. We'll see. Draw did not work at all there. CPU not user. Okay. I thought he was going to run past him. I thought he carried with him. That was good defense there. I thought he was just going to run past the zone, but he carried him. That's another 3 and out, man. That's not ideal. Especially because they've scored their last 2 drives with virtually no resistance from us. I mean, I called to cover 2. They've hit me. They hit me on a verticals on that. I called to cover 9. They hit me deep on that. Don't call DPI there. Is there a 3rd DPI, you guys? Offensive pass interference? Alright. What? What did Cooks do? Oh, yep, he was blocking. And yep, that's why. That's a good call. It definitely seems off, Big Papa. You ain't lying. It definitely seems off. I'm going to play till half, and we're going to do the back out, load back in thing, and see how it looks. The fact that Spencer Rattler hasn't thrown an incomplete pass is another, you know, sign. But this is actually good that this happened right now. This is just one of those reasons, like one of those things that's like, hey, the reason I recommend, yeah, we're just gonna get out. The reason I recommend the whole back out, reload in after every game is because it just seems to play off otherwise. Knowles, you're not on these sliders, so I don't know, dude. No idea why you're throwing for 500 yards, period, but you're not on these sliders. That's for sure. I mean, you're on sliders from a month ago. And there's been updates from EA since then. But I also don't know if you followed the setup exact, if you deviated on anything. I mean, I don't know if you spam money plays. I don't know if you use your catch. There's a lot of variables, but I know you're not doing it on these sliders. Specifically, because these sliders aren't released yet to non-members. Alright, let's see if this looks a little bit better. Doing the whole back out, load back in. Not going to waste time picking jerseys because we already just lost a half. But I'm actually glad that that happened. It just kind of backs up my whole second game always plays weird, so back out. Alright, will not take us. You do the first 3 coach suggested and don't hot route or nothing to make it difficult. Yeah, but coach suggested plays are a lot of the times the most. I do it when I'm testing. Just a lot of times I'll just run coach suggested plays just for quickness because I'm testing and I don't want to spend a lot of time going through. But the coach suggested plays are normally the plays with the most like the highest success rate. Which is why you don't see me call, like, another thing is I don't want to call, I'll call my own plays on defense because it's not nearly as many plays, right? But also I don't want to be calling plays that are considered highly successful against the CPU suggested by the coach suggestions because I want to see what their defense looks like if I'm just calling plays. But the code suggestions, it's well known. Code suggestions are always the plays that are most likely to be successful. That's why they're always the same plays. You know what I mean, Knowles? If you're doing the first 3 code suggested, ask yourself this. When you go through a game, how many different plays are you actually seeing being suggested to you? It's not a lot, right? When you think about the fact that there's get the angle. When you think about the fact that there's 450 to 500 plays in the offensive side of the playbook, how many are you actually seeing suggested to you? I do, Daniel. It's a random question. Boom. Big time sack. Huge play right there, creating a 3rd and 9. We're going to zone blitz a little bit here. Goes deep. All right. I do want to see how many broken tackles they gave to Kamara on that drive. They gave him 1. So it looks like Daniel and Patrick are in here tag teaming, being a troll. Unless Patrick wasn't responding to what Daniel was saying. Daniel asked if I had a job, and you replied, wouldn't seem like it. Well, that offensive, you guys can't deny that the Saints looked different that possession. They ran the ball more than they threw it. Number one, Rattler had more incompletions on that drive than he did the first half, pretty much the last time. I'm glad that I didn't do the back out there. Because then you guys can kind of see why I recommend that. Oh, I'll get to the corner. Yep. All right, 3rd and 2. We'll take 3rd and 2. And remember last time too, I'm at 12 minutes, 20 seconds, Jordan. I was running for like 8 yards a carry. So we are seeing some just differences, and obviously I don't want to run for 8 yards a carry. Now if I run it like 15 times, and in one of those 15 I break like a 60, 70 yarder, obviously my yards per carry is going to be higher. That's context matters, right? But oh my goodness, there we go. Yeah. See. Yeah, Patrick, you're fine, man. I wanted to get clarity. You didn't mean it in that context. I don't know. I'm assuming maybe you were referring to the coach suggested plays. All right. Oh my god. We got an injury here. So, all right, yeah. Let's substitute him out here real quick. I just want to point out a couple things. I think that's kind of cool. So they run play action, and I want to point out the linebacker number 47 here, that's Jewel. Because they've ran the ball and were successful, he bites on the play action, goes after Kamara, which is what allows Rattler to get outside of this straight line pocket that we have here. Lovely work by EA on the pocket. I digress. Rolls out, goes deep, has a man wide open, overthrows him. He was in here saying that he was getting all these penalties on Sim. He was getting face masks and everything, and no one has seen a face mask in Madden in like 4 years. This is really cool too. I was wondering how do Cooks get so open? Look at this. Look at the biting. Look at the DB. He sits and then he goes and DB bit on it and got torched. That's very realistic. Outside of the straight line pocket, you guys, outside of this non-really pocket, this looks really good. You had a linebacker biting on the play action. You had the defender biting on the stop and go from Cooks. You had a low-rated quarterback going deep as he's getting, this is under pressure throw. Going deep to a wide open wide receiver and overthrowing him. A lot to like about that play when you break it down. I don't have a favorite NBA team anymore, man. It was... So growing up being from North Dakota, Phil Jackson grew up and went to high school in my hometown. So growing up, it was always the Bulls because of Phil Jackson. Not because of Michael Jordan, it was Phil Jackson. And then it was the Lakers because of Phil Jackson, not Kobe. But I ended up loving, of course, Michael and Kobe anyway. Who wouldn't? So I was always a Bulls and Lakers fan because of Phil. And when Phil left, I just stayed a Lakers fan because I became a Kobe fan. But I stopped liking the Lakers when LeBron went there. I'm just not a LeBron fan. I don't like the ring hop, the team hopping, ring chasing. He's a great player. I just don't like how he has conducted himself, with the jumping around from team to team, chasing rings, constantly calling himself the greatest player of all time, throwing teammates under the bus. I don't like Le GM, I don't like all those aspects. So I don't have a favorite NBA team anymore. I just have players. Ooh, good defense. I just have players that I like. I think if they were to ever bring back the Seattle Supersonics, I would hop onto that and I would just take them as my favorite team. What a catch! What a catch from Darnell Washington. Did you stop when they traded Dame? Light Shadow? Or what made you stop being a Trailblazers fan? Oh, they've won a lot of them, Jordan. But that was probably the first one in your lifetime, I suppose, huh? I mean, you're 16, and the previous one was 2009, so yeah, that makes sense. It's at least the first one that you remember. To be fair, Boston's only won 2 in my lifetime. You stopped after Kobe retired? For me, I kept watching the NBA after that, but I have just... The more that it just turns into shooting threes, just threes, isolation, I don't know. It just isn't as entertaining. There's not as much defense, it feels like. How many hours do you spend in total on sliders? What game, dude? I spend a ton of time. This is literally a second job for me. And although a true second job would pay me a lot more for the amount of hours I put in, this is a passion, right? This is my goal is to build my YouTube channel up, gain subscribers. So although the hours worked versus what I make breaks down to like minimum wage, because it's a passion and it's trying to achieve a goal of growing the channel, I do it. And I can also do it on my time. Oh my God, how did I go short there? So I can tell you this much, Patrick. I have not played. I have yet to. I started a Dynasty on Purdue. All those games were played on stream. I played like 4 of them. And then I had to make a new slider set. Madden, I haven't even started a franchise yet. It's all been building sliders. So I can tell you guys real quick, every hour I have on college football and Madden has been testing, whether it's XP sliders, gameplay sliders, other settings, making whatever. I have 155 hours in Madden 26, and I have 150 hours in college football. Oh, I thought we were going to pick that. So just to also, Madden's been out 6 weeks. Like early access. I got it on the 7th of August, right? That's 6 weeks. That's an average of 25 hours a week just working on Madden since it's been out. But I just released college football sliders too, so I'm working on college football as well. But that's literally 25 hours a week. Now that's in 7 days, right? But still, that's just on Madden. College football's been out for 2 months, right? So we can go. It came out. Early access it's been 10 weeks. It's been 10 weeks. So I average 15 hours a week on college football since it's been out. So that is 30 hours a week since college. Well, so when college football first released, right, I was still doing the 25 hours ish that first month or whatever. And then since it's come out, right, you could kind of factor it in there. But I'm over, and I've been doing 2K stuff too, man. So I mean, I can tell you right now, I do over 30 hours a week. But it's split up between, it's not during, it's not in a 5-day span, right? It's like my real job, I work Monday through Friday, and I don't work Saturdays and Sundays. Well, Saturdays and Sundays is when I'll use that time. I'll spend 10 hours easily this weekend, if not more, working on stuff. And then during the week, it's less. But still, I put in a lot of time. So when stuff happens, like on Operation Sports, people take my stuff and don't give any credit and just steal it. Look at the difference in Spencer Rattler, you guys. From just the back out and come back in. Before, he wasn't missing a throw. Everything was he was 100%. Now he's got off-target throws, and he's a low-rated quarterback. But yeah, I put in a lot of time. So I know Bethlehem has just said, like, don't worry about what other people say, just do your explanations, whatever. The reason I do get frustrated sometimes when people come in and say things is because of the time that I put in. And I'm all for, like, feedback, but it's got to be constructive, right? People don't like to give constructive feedback. They don't like to give the why. They don't like to give the how. They just say, this is too easy, this is blah, this is blah. And it's just like, that doesn't make sense. No, you just back out to the main menu and load back in, Jordan. It's like a reset. I don't know why, dude. It's like a reset. Think of it like on your phone or your computer, kind of. If your computer's being slow or your phone's being slow, what's the first thing people always say? Power it off and power back on. 9 times out of 10 it fixes the issue. If your internet's acting weird and you call into the internet provider, what do they tell you to do? Let's reset your modem. Power the whole thing off. Wait a minute, power back on. 9 times out of 10, if you're having internet issues, like it was latency or whatever, that fixes the problem. So it's like backing out of the mode in Madden does the same thing. It's like a cache reset. I don't know. But how else do you explain the night and day difference? I mean, let's look at the differences. Number one, I was running the ball all over them. Now I'm not. Number two, Spencer Rattler was almost 200 yards passing without an incompletion. Look at the difference. No, I'm not partnered with EA. No. I'm not big enough for that. There's a nice run finally. It's been tough sledding. I am not partnering with EA. I'm not part of the EA Creator Network. Never been brought down to Orlando. No. I mean, maybe one day if my channel gets bigger, but of course he's blitzing. Oh, he didn't blitz, he just jumped it. So here's the thing. If you ever want to know if someone's partnered with EA, they tell you in most of their videos, like, especially if they have early access, part of the EA Creator Network, you know, blah, 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 blah. I am not that. Let's do this right here. I want to go deep to booty. That's not going to get it. All right, we're going for it. Oh, I thought I was going to hang on to it. I still can't figure out why we missed that field goal. I mean, I know we were in a 10-mile-an-hour wind, but that thing died down like crazy. And field goal power's at 50. I didn't touch it. Shoot. Oh, that was nice. ODMIC Variety, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for stopping in. Insane, what's up? Sports Network, I'm trying to get partnered with EA. It's in my dude. I would love to get partnered with them. Don't get me wrong. I would absolutely love to get partnered with them, but I don't know how. I don't play the game competitively, Patrick. So I could confidently say no. I would most likely get wrecked from playing another user. Look, he's going deep again. Look at that, man. I love that. Dude's 55% completion percentage, but he just went deep. Look at the difference, you guys. This is playing really, really, really well. Now, we should have 3 points. I really don't know what happened on that field goal. Makes no sense why my field goal, it wasn't even that far of a field goal, and I just didn't even come close. Unless I messed up on my meter or something that I didn't pay attention to. So it should be 10-3. I don't like that Renfro's back there. Alright, we're going to go drive down and score a touchdown here. But I am curious, Sports Network, what you are doing or what avenues you are to try to get partnered. Oh, big run. That's because I thought. Jordan, are your ratings inflated too? Doesn't matter how low my XP sliders are. By 2028, all the teams in the league are 85 plus. So, I mean, the inflation happens, Jordan, even with my XP sliders. But I will tell you a secret. The positional XP has a much less impact on player growth or regression. The positional progression and regression has much less of an impact. Oh no, I didn't even see him. God dang, I thought I had one-on-one. The age-based progression regression is where all the progression and regression occurs. There is some by position, but it's a huge, huge, huge impact for age-based. Simple way to test this, Jordan. Go in and set all the age-based progression sliders to 0. Whatever you have the position XP sliders at, just leave them. Run your test, man. You'll see. So the XP slider, dude, that was kind of me remembering something from like Madden 18, I think it was. I remembered that this was back before I did YouTube stuff. I just posted on Operation Sports. And I was making sliders on pro difficulty at the time. And this is when I did, like, I was messing with all the gameplay sliders. And I remember there was a guy over there who did great work. He's just kind of disappeared. His name was Josh C. And he kind of did a lot of stuff the way I do. Like, he didn't touch a lot of the gameplay sliders. Now, he didn't use auto subs and penalties to manipulate the gameplay like I do, but he kind of was he was a minimalist, just trying to not touch as much of the gameplay sliders as possible. But I remember back then, I was trying to get the quarterback completion percentage down low. And I remember that I had an instance where the CP quarterback couldn't throw the ball. And I was like thinking about, what did I change? And I had lowered the XP slider for the quarterback. And suddenly he couldn't do anything. And I remember I went and posted that in Operation Sports. I mentioned it to Josh. And he went and tested it, and he was like, yeah, that's 100%. He's like, XP slider for whatever reason, messed with the quarterback. He couldn't throw the ball, and he, changed this, and boom. And I'd kind of forgotten about that until the end of Madden 24, beginning of Madden 2025 beta. I was like debating going back to this formula where I just did penalties and auto subs. I forgot about it. And then last year I was working on it, and I was thinking about rebuilding some of the auto subs. No, I threw another pick. I can never fit it in that window. I always want to try to fit it in that window because of his arm strength. I think I told you guys. I could never fit it in that window. Anyways, so then I started testing when I went back to rebuild the XP sliders last year. I remembered that had happened when I was on the pro difficulty level. And so I went back and I started testing that, and sure enough, the quarterback was acting differently based on the XP slider that it was set at. And then he was also acting differently based on how other XP sliders that were directly related to him, like wide receiver and stuff like that, were set. Now this year, it's not nearly as impactful. It does still have an impact, but it's not nearly as much as it was last year. Last year was crazy. I did a live stream for 4 hours one night, and we were on 100% default everything. All we changed was XP sliders, excuse me. And we were able to go from zero pressure on the quarterback, or the running game being non-existent, no blocking, to the running backs they were just running the ball like crazy, and they were successful at it. And all we changed was XP sliders, and they were continually running and being successful. Not exactly, Patrick. That's not exactly how it works. Better isn't how you think it is, right? For example, quarterback accuracy is on 0 right now. Does it play? I mean, in my opinion, the quarterback play is better with it on 0 than if we were on 50 or say 75. And not just because he's at 45% completion percentage, because if you've been watching the game, which I know you have, his 6 incompletions, 2 of them were overthrows, the other 4 are just pass breakups. But when you have a higher completion or a quarterback accuracy, he's not moving around in the pocket like he is now. He's not throwing it as deep as he is now. He's not throwing contested passes. They are automatic. They're robo. They check it down. To me, that's not good quarterback play. So good is not how you interpret good, is not how I interpret good. Good for me is how Spencer Rattler's playing right now. He's a low-rated quarterback. He's started off completing 5 of 11, but he's made some plays. And as the game progresses, he will more than likely get that up around 55-60%. No, Jordan, you need to do both. But what I recommend is, and I have an XP slider video out, fam. I don't know. You're more than welcome to watch it, use it, or take it as inspiration, I guess. What I would say is 0 out all the positional XP sliders. Run some tests on the age. Get it to where you like it as far as, okay, this is... I can't be running some of this stuff down here at the 10-yard line. Get it to where you're like, alright, this is pretty decent. We just need certain positions to go up here, and then you start doing the positions. That's how I had to do it. That's why it took me so long. I said, of those 155 hours that I have in Madden, there's 30 of those are just running sims. If not more. Oh, I'm not surprised, Patrick. There's a bug in franchise where you get breakout scenarios even if you have it turned off. It's always the same plays, you guys. It's always the same plays. That's why I hate the coach suggestions. I mean, if you do a custom playbook, obviously it's different, but it's always the same plays. I'm seeing the same plays over and over and over and over and over again. So frustrating. So many plays in a playbook. It's the same plays over and over. I had them pressure. Their front four is just destroying us when we're trying to pass. I'm gonna have to do some quick passes, man. I'm trying to push the ball down the field. Scoob, you made rip? No way! That's awesome, bro. Cause I wasn't sure because I texted you yesterday. I know you were busy, but I was like, "Hey, did you like any of these? Did any of them stand out?" You didn't respond to me, but I like that you made Rip Hamilton, man. That's freaking awesome. You're going to be a defensive demon who's a bucket from the mid-range. I really don't know why my defender just shuffles like that. I should have had a sack right there. I'm excited to see the rip. Can you tell me what kind of badges he's got or can get? No, Spencer Rattler. Mid Westbrook too. I'm not as excited about that one. Because you already dunk like crazy on your current build. You know? I feel like Westbrook's going to be very similar to what you currently have. I'm less excited about that one. I'm super excited about the Rip Hamilton, though. I would have gotten excited if you told me you made a Baron Davis or a Gilbert Arenas. I would have got pretty excited. Gilbert Arenas, dude. Whew. Agent Zero. Scoob coming out to the wreck. Agent Zero? Oh, big pick. Big pick. Let's go. Isaiah Simmons. Nice play. All right. Let's go down and try to get some points here. We have 3 timeouts. Just gonna go quick here. Try to save that. Oh! Oh! Is this a house call? On a screen? Let's get out. Save a timeout. Woo! That screen was huge! Huge play. We were patient. Blocks got set up. We're going to have Chuba Hubbard. He's not tired at all here, though. Ooh. Alright, I'll be done streaming here pretty soon, Scoob. I'm only running until half on this one. right, we have a chance here, guys. We have a chance. All 3 timeouts. We can kind of do whatever we want here. Oh, get in! Get in! Chuba Hubbard does it all himself. Let's go. This should be a 10-10 game, man. I still don't know how we missed that field goal. It's like a 35-yarder, 40-yarder. I don't know. Big time play. And this I don't even have a... I mean, is my kicker... I have no... That didn't even look like it was a deep kick there either. I need to look at my kicker. Does he have like... He has no kick power? They have no issues kicking it. But it just looks... .72 overall. He just seems to have no... I wish that Madden would figure out, like, hey, for positions, show the attributes that matter. Like, why do I have to scroll all the way down? He has 95 kick power. Why is his kicks looking so non-powerful, I guess? I don't know. Either way, that's the half, so we're going to take a look. This is night and day difference from the first one, right? And all we did was just back out and back in. This looks a lot more similar to what we were seeing from the Packer game, other than Spencer Rattler's a much lower-rated quarterback. So although he's moving around the pocket like Jordan Love, attempting the same type of throws as Jordan Love, 9 yards is his average yards per attempt. He's at 50%. Love that. We're at 55%. Rushing. Kamara, 12 for 68. So here's... I mean, and he's got 1 broken tackle. So I think we can safely say that the Josh Jacobs was just a fluke. It's feeling pretty good. So let's just point out, they threw it 14 times. Well, they threw it more than that. We have 3 sacks. So 14 plus 3 is 17 plus the rush attempt. They threw it 18 times. They ran it 12. I'm pretty happy with that. And Kamara's 12 for 68. And you take away his 31-yarder, he's 11 for 37, which is still 3.5 yards per carry. 1 broken tackle. It's not an issue. We're 8 for 30, 3.7, and 5 for 20, 4.0. So our running game, look at what was happening in the game before when we didn't back out. Look what we were doing. Now this is more in line with what we want. Both running backs are leading the way on catches for their teams. I think that's hilarious. Defensively, they don't have a sack on us yet, although they've made their presence felt. Tackles for loss, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Although someone said that tackles for no gain are being counted as tackles for losses. I should probably start testing that to see. But their Mike linebacker, Demario Davis, is leading the way in tackles. Their other linebacker, everyone, there's no corners up here in the top for their team. For my team, Jules leading the way, then Nick Scott, Isaiah Simmons. I mean, there's no corners up here at all. It's all safeties and linebackers. That's what we love. That looks really good. Tackles for loss, we have quite a few of them, which again doesn't make any sense because we have 3 sacks, which I know get counted as a tackle for loss, right? So there's 1, I mean, look at tackle for loss is the sack. But I don't know where we got all these other tackles for losses. I think there's tackles for no gains, but either way, you take away the sack, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4 if you take away the sacks. So it's pretty fair without the sacks. Playing really, really good, you guys. I really enjoyed this first half. I really enjoyed the game against the Packers. The broken tackles from Josh Jacobs at the beginning were definitely cause for concern. However, that balanced out. The last 3 quarters, he had 2 broken tackles. We just played a half. Kamara had 1 broken tackle. So we're sitting pretty good there, you guys. I really like how these feel. At this point, it's just I need to get a little bit more feedback. I literally want to post this update to the members chat. Have people play this afternoon. Tell me that it's good. I can record the slider video tonight. That's my goal. That's what I want. This video has 2 changes from what we were on Wednesday, just to balance things out. I think we're there. This felt really good. It was fun playing it. Both games. The broken tackle seemed to be a fluke. I just need more people to confirm. And then we're rocking and rolling, y'all. So with that being said, I am going to go and post the updates for the members, YouTube members chat, to test and provide feedback. If I can get that feedback, if I can get more people confirming that this is playing strongly, the sliders will enter official release status as far as the video. We'll make that, and we'll get these in your hands very soon. I just need to get more feedback, y'all. That's it. Make sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. Otherwise, guys, we're going to wrap up the stream. It is 12:30. I've not eaten yet today. I'm very hungry. I'm going to take a break. I might come back on with a stream later, too, just to play some more. There's a chance. There is a chance. So hopefully I can get some more feedback. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay, liked what you saw, and appreciate all of you for tuning in and hanging out with me this morning. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace.